JAFFos, ball out Pro Bowl, Tony Romo, 40-yard dash, boy, don't be slow-mo. Get on the court, boy, I may go outside in the sun like Elliot Kobo. I'm running fast, LA de la Cruz. Turn on the JAFFos, get my news. A7FL doing good, how I knew. All-Pro JAFFos, the All-Pro, jumps off sports. They speak fast, you talk smack, you get sacked. Come tune in, sit in chat, sport you like, they speak all that.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the All-Pro JAFFos, bringing you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I am your host, the bad guy, JP. And with me today, because we're going to have a bunch of people on the show today, especially the aftermath of the A7FL Championship, please welcome great friend of the show, Mr. Matt Ryan. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. If anybody needs anything, if anybody's hiring or need want a resume, just let me know.
Well, is it really the last time we're going to hear you in the A7?
I'll say this. Your mom's box is a tradition that started 25 years ago. And that tradition has been broken by the people who established that tradition. And the only way that will happen is if a couple of things, if the opportunity presents itself for me to come back in a way that will best benefit all parties, then great.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it A7. Let's make it happen. Yeah, let's make it happen. We got the voice of the A7.
There are people, people already auditioning to replace me out there already. I saw you threw your hat into the ring.
Hey, it's a just in case thing. It's a just in case thing because if you're coming back, I will step back. There's no way in hell I'm going to fight you for it. That's for damn sure. But we've got a loaded show because the champs are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Big Mo.
Hey.
We've got Worthy.
Oh.
We've got Kason. We got Stary. We did have Trey, but he
I should hop off. This is about the champs. Congratulations, fellas.
And there he goes, Trey.
I saw.
Gentlemen.
How's
it going? How we feeling?
Like champs.
In this fucking heat.
But glad to have you guys on. A few of you we've had before. Stary, this is your first time, so I appreciate the accepting the invite to come on to the show. Big Mo, I wanted to start off with you because as far as my understanding, this was the final run of Big Mo Ramadan. So how are you feeling, especially after Sunday?
I'm good, man. It's bittersweet, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a little couple emotional moments and stuff like that. But man, yes, it's time. Part of maturing in life and football, man, is realizing when you don't got it no more, or you feel like you don't got it no more. And I'd be doing an injustice by just taking up a spot and shit like that. So, but I feel good, man. We champs, man. It's my third time being a champ. You know what I'm saying? 7 chip appearances. So 11 seasons playing. It's my 12th year, but I didn't play in the showcase and stuff like that, the 2020 year. But feels good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Going out on top is always a great feeling.
Oh, I couldn't ask for a better way to leave, honestly. Family there, going out undefeated, watching these young dudes play, Stary, KK, all these dudes up here. K-Wack drinking as usual. You on mute, K-Wack. But yeah, man, it was a great feeling.
Absolutely. Stary, Kason, y'all out here breaking records throughout the season and absolutely showing up and showing out for the championship game. Trey, a little bit quieter, but there was a lot of other things that you definitely helped out on the field as far as visually that I was seeing. K-Wack, just being K-Wack, always good to see you, sir. Ashanti, Worthy, Hollywood, my goodness. Like, what can be said about this team as a whole? Because what you guys did, one, not a whole hell of a lot, if anybody really thought the West was going to go out the way that they did. But you guys came in, handled business, and now the champs. So was there any? And any of y'all can start this off. I probably know what the answer to this is, but going into the game, was there any type of nervousness? Was there any type of, we need to make sure this shit gets done, or else it's going to go a different? Was there any type of I guess mindset that you guys had to mentally prepare yourselves, or was it already going into this game? You guys already knew what was about to happen. Anybody can go.
Who want to answer that?
Go ahead, QB.
So we can start with
Sure.
Stary. Stary, this is your first time. You go ahead.
Y'all know I can't answer that.
Let the QB answer it. 0 interceptions. He got it.
I mean, I would say, yeah, there was a focus there. I mean, anytime you play a good team or a great team like that, you gotta show some type of respect. You know what I mean? I mean, confidence is one thing, but cockiness is another thing. So, I mean, yeah, there was a focus there, but it wasn't really a worry. It was more of a, if we do this and this, we could win by this. And I mean, for the most part, we did that, and I think the scoreboard kind of showed it. Hopefully that answered that question.
No, it definitely did, because again, there's a mindset that has to go into it, especially a championship game. But this being the the rematch and everything of last year, they came off of a big dominating win against the Animals. So obviously there were questions coming in from a few people, but at the end of the day, you guys showed just as much toughness, if not more toughness, especially coming out of Vegas with that heat, with the amount of guys that you guys had, still being able to come out with a win, and then coming in championship game, doing what you guys did. You guys had a full group of people on the sideline, more guys than I've seen showing up for the team this game than it was pretty much the whole year. But now, champs once again know what the mindset is going into next year. But I have to ask, maybe I'll ask Case on this, because there's a debate going between one or two. Who should have been the MVP of the game, you or Riddick? You're muted if you didn't know.
KK?
Go ahead, KK.
Yo, KK, you're muted, bro.
Oh, I'll give it to Matt, man. Like I don't care about awards, bro. Like
I
I
knew
know
you was
what I
gonna
could
say
do.
that.
Yeah, I don't care about that, Stare. You know me, Stare.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that.
I like to help the team, honestly. I'm a competitor. I've been competitor since my whole life, so this was just like I knew what it was already. Like I've been through experience environments already, so it was a regular season game for me, honestly. Like I don't care who I play against. I know who I could look at you and be like, you're done. Right. So I'll give it to Matt. Big 3 interceptions, key picks that end the Silver game. Yeah, I'll give it to defense.
And the final the nail in the coffin touchdown.
Yeah.
On a big 4th down play. That was
key.
That was definitely key. That definitely took him out of it for sure.
I'm just happy that we just came to play as a team.
Me too.
Right. Yeah, that internet we was more focused than they was. Like they was more focused on internet and we was more focused on winning. So that right there leveled it all right there. They was just internet hype. Oh, I gotta get on the media to show about who this is, and they wasn't that focused to me. Like I don't feel like they have like a system where they like, oh, we got to get off the media. We just too hype right now. Like they don't even know what's going on. Like they just there just to show their face. I feel like.
I mean, that being too into the own ego could definitely play a factor, especially in the game of football. You start overlooking things when you shouldn't be overlooking things. But you guys had, there was a bit of a game plan switch that I noticed, and I mean, I'm going to address this because I told everyone. Some of y'all saw it, some of y'all didn't. I don't know, but I said this a couple of days before the game even happened. I don't want to hear any sort of excuses coming from nobody. And the first thing that happened was excuses. Most of it, the good amount of like the starters or whatever, either kept quiet or gave y'all the flowers and moved on, but the usual suspects and other people who didn't even play the damn game decided they wanted to have their excuse on what happened this past weekend. But one of the big excuses that I saw was the 75-yard field, which it seemed you guys made the adjustment because you had somebody who can throw it out of the back of the end zone, to where it didn't seem like they did, and they gave Mr. Hollywood over there a chance to give y'all better field position than the 15 after the touchback.
You're the best return man.
Right. We all
I
play
don't
on the
care.
same field.
I feel like it's football. We all on the field, 75
Right.
yards. What's the difference? It's wide, it's perfect. So the field we played on it, we didn't have excuses. So what's the difference? We came to Vegas, played in heat with no excuses. What's the problem?
Our friends just better.
With 16 in the heat.
They wasn't used to driving the whole field. That was the difference.
Right. Our friends are just better.
If you think about it though, just match every athlete up. They can't guard nobody.
But they
Think
said
about it.
they said they had 5 number 1 DBs.
I mean, nobody really had the chance to get it because again, you got somebody like Bagway who even and I was saying this, even on the 100-yard field, Bagway can throw it out of the back of the end zone.
Right.
Yeah,
I've seen him
that's
do it.
crazy.
Same shit.
But
So
I got
there's
a question though.
go
But
ahead.
the reason why I was mad is because I'm not gonna say names. Somebody sweared on their mother that I was gonna have 2 catches and I probably wouldn't score. And then I looked at him. I said, "Why you swearing your mother, bro?" And he ain't even guard me the whole game. So I said, "You on the?"
That's
I was
not
on
all you
live
said
saying.
though. That's not all you said. But go ahead.
He said, "Oh, I got Case on. Da da da. He ain't gonna do da da." I said, "Oh shit." Like, okay. Like, I got on live. I said, I'm not a media guy. I don't care about that. Oh, y'all think Case on gonna do this? Man, I got him. He ain't guard me the whole game. He left me.
I was
So I
gonna say,
told coach, I said, what happened to him? Like, he just was laughing and he didn't get back on me. He was scared, I think.
I know
When you
exactly
scared,
who
when
you
you
were
take
talking about.
it's like when you take their heart, they got nothing else left to guard you. Like they want to get off you now. Like just know
100%.
who you just can't pick. You got to know who you picking your poison with. That's it.
Yeah, that picture that I had to screenshot and that visual of in case one of you flexing in front of, I think I know who you're talking about. That
Yeah.
that was nasty work. Uh,
Y'all
but
being too nice, man. We came in here to talk our shit, bro. Y'all talk y'all
hey,
shit, man.
and y'all can have the floor. To be honest, y'all can talk your
Yeah,
shit.
talk y'all
We
shit.
had them on the last 2 years. They talked their shit. It's the
Right.
BIC's turn to talk their shit.
How many corners they had?
Enough. I don't know enough to fill bodies, but
They had 4 on me and 3 on Hollywood. So they had their whole roster on us. And they could get the job done. So, I don't get it.
It depended on the young guys. Like
it was
They
Munchie
the
said.
said,
The young guys
I
gonna carry
respect
last
us.
them.
year that started
I,
becoming a little bit of a detriment.
I respect them, but what Prime? What number? I ain't what Prime played?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played.
What he do?
He's the one I ran over.
I
Fucked his
didn't
face
the
up.
people that was talking on the live. I didn't
Nigga
see
came
them.
crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I respect them, but that live. If we go back and watch the live, oh Prime, y'all think where y'all was at? I don't get it, man.
They saw how real it was.
Munchie YNs not like our YNs.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy because they supposed to be the best team just at halftime. They ended just nothing at halftime. They got worse at halftime.
Because we got Sterry. No matter how much they adjust, we have a quarterback that's going to outsmart them.
Yeah, I'm
They
not
think
gonna lie. I
they
was
got it.
surprised
This guy
that they
Sterry
didn't
gonna
make
switch
adjustments
everything
like
up.
that.
You feel like you got it, he gonna just make you think otherwise. That's why I didn't care, because I knew the quarterback. They got Scooter, you blitz is over. Like, you just gotta know your personnel, man.
Yo,
They don't have they
JP,
don't
what
have
you
hey
think?
routes.
yo,
They don't have
I
plays.
knew
Like,
I knew this shit was real, bro. When we scored and this nigga Sterry went and sat down and took the book out.
Bro, I
I
was sitting
said,
next to him.
yo, this nigga.
he took a book out.
I asked the nigga, was he good? He said, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm just trying to stay locked in real quick. I said,
Yeah.
okay.
Yo, to be honest, he wasn't even looking at the field. That nigga care what the defense was. We gotta score every drive. That was the mindset.
Well, I mean, Steri, like for you, I mean, I've heard you on the lives and everything else like that. What exactly were you seeing out there? It was obviously some different than what you saw the year prior, and I'm sure the year prior gives a a little bit. Okay, I've seen them once before. I know what they can do. But what were you seeing out there now that may have been different than what you've seen before?
I mean, last last year when we played them, we had a lot of miscommunication, and we had a lot of unnecessary penalties that really stalled our drive. So I mean, we kind of talked about it as a team, or at least as a unit on offense. Like, if we clean up them holding calls, we could drive the ball on them. Not at will, but if we do what we need to do, there's nothing that they could necessarily do to stop us just naturally. Somebody mute that shit real quick.
Carl, mute your mic, Carl.
But it's
Carl.
like last year we saw some of the same stuff last year that we saw this year. We didn't make those completions last year. But
Mm.
as far as cleaning up the penalties like we did, and just sticking to the game plan, and not going away from it like we did last year was really the main point. You know what I mean? So I didn't I can't necessarily say they did something completely different last year than they did this year. I just think we had them dialed in this year, and it was just whether it was a lack of preparation last year, or we were sleeping on them, whatever you want to call it. We wasn't prepared enough for them last year like we was this year.
Mm.
I just feel like last year we just had that's the whole game right there.
Say it again.
I just feel like last year we just had they called all crucial penalties on us every time we got by the goal line. That's it.
Yeah, and I mean
Minus the
that's
extra
on us
points.
too though, making it easier, and then that too, extra points. So
Yeah,
They
I
didn't.
mean,
I feel like
that's on me.
honestly they wanted to keep that game close last year. I really feel
Mm.
like that.
I'm not going to say names, but I was told that the whole demeanor changed when they thought that I wasn't coming and when I walked in.
Yeah. I
I
heard
was
somebody
gonna
say,
ask. I was like, Mr. Bell, I appreciate you for being on as well. This is the first time you've been on, but it's like it's been a minute since you were on. You've been on the field. So when you came in, I forget. I think it was K-Wack who came and commented on it. He said Dave Valley's playing and he's gonna be playing pissed. And we kind of looked at each other like, oh, this is gonna be different. This is gonna this is gonna be a different look than what we saw. How was your mindset going into this game?
Valley, you still
I
here?
talked all season. I watched every game. Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So I got her. I was in contact with everybody. And I told them I was going to test out my did, and I felt good. And I told them they were going to get everything out of me. Was I rusty? Rightfully so. But I was told that I was going to give up sacks I was told that I was gonna get ran over. I was told I was gonna get exposed, and the truth is the person who said he was gonna expose K-Wack, expose me, didn't even get off of a fucking block. Even the head ref told him to stop flopping because that's how bad he was getting blocked.
Damn. When you even got the referee telling you, hey, you got to knock that shit off. You got to relax on the flop bit. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I know there was a whole going on. Some respectful, a little bit more disrespectful in some ways. I was reading lips on some of them, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's really going down." But, but again, y'all haven't been the real type of team to let shit talking get to you guys. You guys can give it better,
Man,
pretty
I
much
have
more
my
than
own
you guys can
teammates
take.
talking shit to me.
We love each
one of
other,
them
I
came
think
man.
you're
back
probably
to. I'm
more
not gonna.
worried about that than anything.
Somebody's in here and they came back to the huddle and they apologized to me. But the only reason why he does that is because he knows it turns me up.
I'm
I
sorry,
apologize to you in
Valley.
the huddle too. I apologize too in the huddle.
Nah,
I
I'm sorry, Dave Valley. That's he
know.
talking to me, Trey. But I like doing that though. It just take him off for some reason. He give me that look and he about to go. It's over, bro. Like I knew when we fully staffed. Like I don't. They was debating regular season. We had close games, real close games. But when we fully staffed, what a close game was that? See,
Yeah.
they
And
only
just,
go off what they
just,
see. They don't go off what they know.
just to hit on your point though, man, JP, when
Go
you
ahead.
said, a lot of the shit talking didn't get to people, a lot of us been there before, man. A lot of us in the, you know what I'm saying? Like it's my first year with BIC, but a lot of these dudes been in chips before. I done played against all of these guys in the chip. I won a chip against Theory. I got beat by Theory, KK, K-Wag. We got a lot of us been there before, man. When you respect the game of football, bro, it respects you back, man. That shit talking, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We all saw the lives. We all saw that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And me speaking personally, I didn't have a statistical game. Shout out to Kenny Mack, bro. That boy's a dog, bro. That old line's a dog. Scooter, um, that motherfucker got the best fucking deep ball in this game, and I've been in this league for a minute and watching just him one step, two step drop and throw that bitch up to Davin Clark. Like, watching the game back and then just being part of the game, you're looking like they didn't drive on us. It was all big plays. There was nothing earned. It was just straight shot for shot, man. But just to hit on your point, bro, like we all been there, done that, and a lot of us here either play college, semi-pro, pro, whatever the case may be, and it's football at the end of the day, man. All that shit nice and sweet when you sit there and you talk shit on the boards and you got to back it up, but when you go back and watch some of the film and what some of these offensive guys here did to some of the dudes, and me being on the outside looking in last year, watching the chip, and you would have thought the Insomniacs, beat BIC last year, blew them out and shit, the way they was talking and confident and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right. And then going into this game, we went down. Halftime was a little bit, was a little crazy. Stary got us back in check, man. And when the adjustments was made, and you know, this is a team, bro. Like we let the hot hand eat. So if somebody's not eating, I've been in this league for a minute, well respected, but if there was no need to go back in and these young dudes eating and disrupting the play and stuff like that, we ain't getting no sacks. But when that shit came push to shove, and we got, we took away that first read for Scooter. 3 picks came after, bro. Watch the film. Just watch it. You took away that first read, and then Scooter got under pressure. We didn't get him because he makes it impossible. But push comes to shove, bro. We a team, man, and we faced adversity all year. Like we ain't blow a lot of people out. We was 16, 17 deep going in, tough games we should have never been close in, questionable calls, all that shit. But that shit molded us into what we needed to do. And I think everybody here on the screen and on our team knew what the goal was. We kind of knew that it was going to be us versus the Insomniacs, especially watching the playoff schedule. So that's a testament to these young dudes here and shit like that. So that's what it is when it comes down to it, bro. To be honest with you, man,
I mean,
we a
when
team.
you guys are essentially playing Iron season and still putting up the numbers that you guys are putting up, if people are looking past that, that's wild to me. That's been wild to me all season. Yeah, I've been looking at it going because again, the insomnia. I mean, when you've won 2 straight and have only lost 1 game pretty much in 3 years leading up to the championship game, you're gonna talk shit. It doesn't move it.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
gonna be there.
listen, it didn't hit me until we won the championship. I mean, they won the championship, bro. Until I got home and nigga, put the fucking game. It didn't hit me until I got home. I don't know what it was. I ain't leave till I saw it till I got home, bro. And I was like, damn, we really won this shit. And after that, the trolling began.
And I will say this, yo, shout out to Chris Cunningham. That dude's a dog.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
He's a
bro.
dog.
Yeah.
I respect that man. We talked after the game. We've talked before, after last year's game. He is a dog. I like the
It's
way he
crazy
plays.
too, bro. It's crazy too, cause like AJ get a lot of the credit, but bro, I mean, I said it after the game last year. Like I wasn't impressed. Like he's good, he's got a motor, but bro, they all got motors. Like all of them, they all got motors. Number 4, Moses, bro, he's good.
Yeah, he tough.
He's young too.
Cunningham is the best. He's their best D lineman, bro. He was.
You
Watch the
seen him,
film.
right?
I don't gotta say much. Just watch the film.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
He
was
got me twice.
giving us
I can
hell,
admit
bro.
that. He got me twice. He
He
got me
was definitely
twice.
giving
But
us hell. Like he's real consistent. Like he's real consistent. I will definitely give him his credit. He's good, bro. He's good for sure.
Try. We'll see if Kenny Mack can pull the strings. I don't. According to James from the Insomniacs, he doesn't think it'll happen. But that's a hell of a move from Vegas to New Jersey. So we'll see what goes on in that sense.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
But
Um,
but 3-on-1 wise, Shanti, I wanted to ask you this: 3-on-1 wise, I mean, I didn't have to back that line. I don't think that's one thing, especially talking to you, one thing that you're really worried about. Whatever it is, whether it's field position, if it ends up turning into 6, sometimes you play with your food. We've talked to you about that before. But this game, 3-on-1 wise, because I've watched the game back twice already since Sunday. And I Kanye did it to us once. We're not going to risk that shit again. Throwing it out back at the end. But then it just seemed like they didn't have they didn't really have, or if they do, they didn't put them in. They didn't have anybody to do the same thing. So for you, were you looking at that going like, one, were you having the feeling you were going to take one back at some point? Or was it looking like for you, 3-on-1 was going to be what would kind of answer everything and what would really set the tone for everything that y'all did on offense?
Yeah, I definitely thought I was gonna take one back, but I wasn't I wasn't even really too worried about that. I was just trying to get good field position for my team. That's basically really what it was. And the field was shorter, so it was definitely an advantage.
Is 15 yards though that big of a, or not 15, 25, right? 25 yards.
Yeah,
25.
it
Yeah.
it, it do it do make a difference
How big of
for
a
real, for real.
difference? Like from y'all and stuff like that. Like how
I
big
mean,
of a difference?
not
5 yard
not
field.
really, not really, because technically, like you're not really going the whole 100 yards. Because on the kick return, you really depending on where you return it to. So,
Right.
So it's mine. 100%. The mosquitoes.
but I feel like the regular field is definitely like bigger.
I looked at it going, especially a lot of the shit that happened during the game. if it was 100 breakaway. A good amount of the touchdowns that happened throughout the game on both sides were those breakaway. Nobody was going to touch them anyway. Whether it was 100, whether it was 75, in those touchdown plays, y'all were gone. There was nothing that was going to be done to be able to stop that. The only thing that kind of at least made a difference would have been maybe the 3-on-1 and or the time you guys take off the clock during the drive, because obviously it's short.
That's another big one that a lot of people don't talk about, is the fact that you could easily bleed the clock if you can move the ball because it's 75 yards.
Mhm. We had a game plan for the 3-on-1. Bagway was going to throw out the back of the end zone every time. That was the game plan. Throw out the back every time. Don't give him a chance to have a return.
And that's why we were so mad as a team when we gave up that first one, because we kind of went off script. And in that situation, we kind of had to. I think we was running out of time, so Dewan had to go out there and throw it off and everything. But we had a script for that. So when that happened, that's why we was all so mad as a team. It wasn't necessarily a surprise or anything. Like, we know Danye is good, but that's why we was mad, because we had a plan for that. Like I say, we was more prepared this time than we were the last time. And again, that's our own fault. Like, I'm not making excuses or nothing, but I mean, I think the two games itself, they speak for themselves as far as performance.
Oh, for sure. For sure. No, looking at this game, it was definitely one of those. It started off a little, but you guys started to get like that was one of the things that was worried about the championship points, the extra points and stuff at the end, because again, last year didn't have any. This year, it again, it started off rocky, but you guys were answering the call every time you
Don't
guys
this
needed
year.
to.
We went through all the top teams this year. Can't nobody say shit about shit.
Yeah.
You beat all the
Yeah,
top
I
teams by
mean,
14 points or more, bro.
with the extra points, it's like it's crazy, because you see us move down the field sometimes with ease or whatever, but it's like them extra points. I don't know why. Just one play for some reason is just like we can never get it done. But we got so many athletes. We got so many different offensive minds that could cook up different plays. So I never understand why we have trouble running conversion plays. Because even when I stay out there, it's the same thing. It's not like it's 100% because I'm out there. You know what I mean? Them extra points, it's not as easy as people think. It's simple, but it's not as easy as people think. And we just had to lock in. And once we got one, the other ones kind of start flowing. The ideas kind of start flowing and stuff like that. So I think that was the game changer as far as the conversions this year around.
Kason, how locked? I mean, we could obviously see it, but mindset wise, how locked in were you going into this game?
I
Because
was
it
man.
definitely felt like it didn't matter who was lining up in front of you. You've told us that before on the show, but like how locked in was it, and
So
how much of like a chip on your shoulder did it feel like you had going into this one?
I just was mad about the live. That's what locked me in because they talk about me and I'm like, yo, like, and then people just don't. I like to talk, but sometimes when you talk and then you don't show it, you like where the barking was at, and then people just quiet after the game and shit. So I don't be man. I just know that my team, yo, we just so good. Like we just locked in as a unit. Y'all think we just low scoring teams? Like okay, we do, but when we locked in, it's over. I just know when we like situations like situations when we gotta know when we gotta just like focus and like put like for real lock in is over. I just know it.
I mean, again, you that and I'm
Like
sure the Insomniacs guys and everybody who's a part of it knows that that division needs to get 100 times better for
yep.
the product to be, because what's happened in the East, you again, that's tough weeks all week, every week. It's not easy. You guys aren't. It's not those. You can't really compare it. So whoever's comparing it, oh well, you guys aren't blowing anybody out, and we're over here blowing everybody out. That's not really a
I
flex.
got Sterry.
You want the
So it's
stat
like
pad, go to the West. If you want to build your stats, go to the West, bro.
if I got Sterry as a quarterback, and I don't care what DB in the league that guard me, he better have 2 pair of cleats.
I mean, it's you can't sharpen iron with iron when you got 3 other teams in the division that really aren't doing anything.
That's the difference.
What I
They
tell you
play
last podcast, told you last podcast, the only reason why championship games be so competitive is only because that's the only time they really playing comp. That's why it's a good game. Other than that, it's a fucking blowout. It ain't fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's something that Vegas is going to have to look into and figure out, because, and this really goes for every team, any division, any league, really. Once you get figured out, you better have something to be able to switch it up to where you're not getting figured out anymore. And it definitely seemed like y'all figured it out. So if we do see you again next year, you better have those adjustments ready, because it's going to be the same result, just a different year, if nothing changes. And I mean, you guys basically knocked them out of retirement. They were getting ready to retire here this season, go play softball. But now,
that's the thing.
You
You can't game plan against BIC. You can't, bro. I mean, like, to be honest, you can't. You got too many weapons. There's too many there's too many formations. There's too many like the monster. The Sterry guy's crazy, bro.
Hey JP, I told Sterry, you so focused, bro. You remind me of your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, man. You quiet, you chilling.
Right.
That's his look. You see Mahomes thought he was going 3P, right? You see how the Somniacs thought they was going 3P, right?
Yep.
That's Sterry, bro. He hurts. He figured them out. He just did it. I told him that shit, man. He Jalen of this shit.
All right.
How do you keep that composure?
Because he the most hated quarterback, but the lovableest person, bro. It's weird. Like, he got Jalen Hurts intentions everywhere. Like, he the Jalen Hurts of the league.
So Sterry an asshole, bro. Fuck all that, man. I said it on the live. While RTU shit the other day, man. Playing against, he's nicer to play against than actually being his teammate. And I say that respectfully. Like, I got mad love and respect for Sterry, because he beat me, this, that, and the third. He wants to win, bro. He's so fucking cerebral with this shit. Like, it's not even, and I played with good quarter. He's so fucking cerebral in his approach to everything. He does not like to lose. Like, he will make adjustments and shit, and he'll come in and talk to the defense. We're like, bro, just stay over here. He's like, all right, man, do this, bro. Da, da, da. He's just cerebral with his approach, man. And as much as he doesn't look for the glitz and glam, he's barely on the board. You know what I'm saying? But this is his team, man. This is his team. Like,
this is a while to finally get him on this show and reply. So yeah, I know what that means.
This is his show, bro, and it showed. Like, and like I said, when I said the asshole part, because it really opened my eyes, because he will get in your face and tell you, like, I ain't asked you to fucking be here. You don't want to be. I don't want to hear that shit. Get off the field. Then I'm gonna put somebody. That's how he approaches this shit. And then he lights a fire up on the end. And after the game, people like, yo, man, I appreciate you, man, keeping this shit together. This, that, and the third, da 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 da. But that's his approach, man, and I think we fed off of it, man. Like, he what he did this year, and I've been in this shit since 2013, of my rookie year. There has not been a quarterback season that any other quarterback in this league has had, bro. That's 0 interceptions in a fucking season.
That's great.
Is just a testament to, and there was some drop picks. There's some people that could have had a pick here and there, because me and Sterry, we chopped it up after the live, but what he did, man, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. And this is his shit. And he's so cerebral. And I say that word, like, Go ahead.
46 passing touchdowns is crazy, bro. 0
I
interceptions.
mean,
That's
that's.
crazy.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. When you got
That's
the weapons
crazy,
he has,
bro.
it's crazy. But the zero interception shit is just is
Oh, you said
maniacal to me.
46?
I thought it was
46.
48.
Yeah.
That was a final touch. That was a final touch. Okay. Oh, first of
Yeah.
all, and
He
are
had
we
7
talking
last game.
regular season or from season to the end of the championship? I
Nah,
The
mean,
whole
either
whole
season.
way.
season and
With the
postseason.
championship.
Everything.
So 12 fucking games and
We
almost
played 12
50
games.
tutties.
We played
Yeah,
10
You got
games.
7 during the regular season, and then you
Ten,
had
10
3
games.
playoff games.
10 games.
Oh, 10 games.
yeah, he had
Yeah.
Yeah.
50
That's
touchdowns.
bye week and everything. Yeah.
He'd
Okay,
have threw for
so
60. He'd have threw for 60 touchdowns if we had at least 4 more games.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
crazy.
that, that's just
That's some maniacal shit, bro. That I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That's some maniacal shit, bro. And then you know what, man? A lot of things like yeah, we talk about Sterry, man, but when you got the dudes, he got like yeah, we got KK, and we got Hollywood on here and stuff like that. You know, there's some other dudes, man, that you know when their number was called, they did it. Like
Word.
I've been shouting out, you know, Trey Cohen, bro, the
yep.
smallest dude in the fucking league, but the biggest heart, man. That
Facts.
you tell that dude to fucking run into a wall to stop a play. He's gonna do it, man. He'll line up on
Yep.
the 3-on-1 and take down your biggest dude and let you know, and then he'll do that backflip and shit, you know. And it's
That's
and then you know Trey Robinson, K Wack got had a couple touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like Riddick made a couple scores and stuff, man. Like
Courage.
and that's crazy when you think about it. Like when you talk about football, like I'm not the rah rah type of dude to talk shit and stuff like that. I love the game of ball, so I really love this shit. I love film. But when you watch the shit, there's no drop off from anybody you put in. Like I really think, man, he could have fucking put me at the X and figured a way out to get me the fucking ball, bro. Like it's you know that's the only way I
And
come out of retirement, bro. Sterry tells me, yo, I got a
that's
couple plays
passing
drawn up for
touchdowns.
you.
That's not even talking about on the ground. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
True,
that's just in the air.
true. How many you had on the ground?
I don't even know. I told you I don't even know the true passing touchdowns number. I just know 0. That's all that
Zero.
matters.
That out.
Word up. I just know 0.
So
Damn.
how do you be able to keep
Oh.
in a state of chaos that really is this sport?
Say that again.
So when you're going through chaos that is, you know, the game of football, how do you keep a calm demeanor like that? How do you stay poised, calm, and
Honestly,
collected?
like I was only like that because I was complete opposite last year when we played them. Last year I got too high, the team got too high, and we let up. So it was like going into the game, like I say, we prepared. We felt if we did the right things, if we did certain things, that we would end up beating them by multiple scores. So it was like at some point I knew we would go up, but I also knew we could get big headed. So it was just like my whole focus was to stay level headed no matter what happened throughout the game. I know they're a good team. I know they're gonna make plays. I know we're gonna face adversity, but it's like if we keep scoring, none of that matters. So I was just trying to stay level headed. That's why I wasn't watching the defense. That's why I wasn't watching the throw offs or none of that. Like if it didn't have nothing to do with the offense, I didn't care about it. So that pretty
Matter of
much is what helped
doing the
me.
job. How did you guys keep each other again with all the chirping and everything that was going on? I mean, obviously you guys are going to give back as well, but how do you guys keep each other in check to be able to like not go over the line? I know, Kason, I know they had to tell you a few times to relax, but like, how do you
I
guys be
was
able to keep each
tripping.
other calm in those moments?
I was
Holding
Tripping.
everybody
bugging.
accountable.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
bugging, man. It's like I want to let. I don't care if I pass out right here. I wanted to let this shit out, bro. Like I was bugging, bro. I don't know, yo. It's like God said, "Don't play with your food. Go all out." Like, I don't know.
I'll answer that for you, man. When you got a mixture of vets and young dudes and dudes that just buy in, bro, like it's that's what it is. You Ken Stansberry been in this thing a long time. You know what I'm saying? Isaac, Ole, shout out to Ole, my boy, man. We finally got you one, bro. Making fun of your ass, calling you the damn Marino, of this bitch, bro. Fucking all this time and shit. But on a serious note, when you got the vets and then you got a bunch of young hungry dudes that just buy in, you know what I'm saying? Like they just buy like H3. That's a 21-year-old. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's a 21 Sayer. I think he's
Sire.
20. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You got a bunch of dudes who are young, man, and when they buy in, for example, it's my first year coming in. They're like, "Yo, you've been here, big dog. Do your thing." You know what I'm saying? Like my first year coming in, I got voted in as a fucking captain to the team, and these dudes is just buying in. In this league, with all the pride, because everybody don't play either college, had tryouts, did this, it was all state, all that shit, championship. But this year, man, just keeping the dudes, together. We joke around, we mess around and shit, but that's what it is. When you get a mixture of fucking vets and young dudes that just buy in, that's what it comes down to, man.
Nothing that can really touch it when you got the whole team bought into it.
I
That's
can't even
really
lie to you either. The trip to Ohio and the trip to Vegas, like, yeah, it wasn't the whole entire roster, but the same roster that showed up to Ohio was the same people that was at the chip game on Sunday, same people that was in Vegas, same people that was at the chip game on Sunday. We just had reinforcements with us this time. So it's
well,
like that bond over the 13-hour van ride that we had to take to Ohio, playing in the rain, playing in the heat, surviving the heat, Kenny breaking that bench at the Airbnb. Like
Oh my
you feel me?
God, bro.
Shout
We
out
had
to
some
Ken.
moments this year, and it's like
Oh shit,
That's yo
although that trip to Ohio sucked, like it was fun because we was with the bros.
exactly
Vegas
like.
was hot, but it was fun because we was with the bros. So it's like,
Hmm.
TK, get back in the fucking man. What you getting out for?
uh, yep.
Hey,
Yes, it is.
TK.
Will, I told you the champs were going to be in the building. You
oh
thought I was
yo,
playing about that. You
yo,
thought just one or two.
Will is hilarious, bro.
Will.
Oh my god.
Well,
Will
I
said,
wanted to guy. I actually wanted to. Speaking of Will and the referee crew. What did you guys feel about the ref? I thought they did a pretty damn good job. Will kind of stuck to his word when he told us that they were going to kind of let it play.
Yeah, let
Let
us
you guys
play.
kind of decide everything. But I mean that's
Mm-hmm.
my whole thing. But what did you guys think
he
about the
he
referee
told
crew?
he told Sterry, he said, Sterry, go get K-Son, man. I'm about
Yeah.
to, he about to get out.
Said I'm about to throw his ass out. I'm about to throw his ass out of here. I said, damn, Will, what a 15-yarder. Like, give him a one. Nah, fuck a one. I'm gonna throw his ass out. Said, all right, I'm gonna go talk to him. But I, I think this was some of the best officiating because yeah, they made their calls, but that's football. You got to set a precedent. You got to set a tone. You got to let it be known what's okay and what's not okay. What's pushing the line, what's not pushing the line. So yeah, there was some missed calls. Obviously, ain't nobody perfect, but they let us play. And like he said, the refs didn't decide that game. So I
Yep.
don't really got no complaints. That's just me.
As long as the refs don't decide it, and we told him that too. It's like that's always a better game when the refs,
Hey, that Vegas ref, I think his name is Preston.
Preston. Yeah.
Yeah, the white
Yeah.
hat man.
He the
He's a
best one.
gentleman, man. He a solid ref, man. He loves what he
He,
does, and you can tell. And he tries to call a fair game because we had him also in against Stick with It, and
Yeah, he was in
seeing the
Vegas too.
refs.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So and seeing the like the difference between your refs in Vegas and they let White Hat, which was Preston, do his thing, and you know what I'm saying. The other refs just, hey, we follow through, we follow suit, you know. So I think mixing Will Preston, I think it was a good officiated game. It was missed calls here and there, but that happens. You're not gonna get every call.
Yeah,
And
it was pretty evenly distributed, even on penalties and stuff like that. There wasn't anything that not like severe momentum killer type of calls that were being like it seemed pretty straightforward.
That
The only
fumble
one
for
that took
Ashanti.
forever. Go ahead.
The fumble for Ashanti.
I was gonna say
that
that's the only one
that
that
was
took
only
forever.
questionable. Yeah,
Ashanti, what? I mean, you can say it now. It doesn't matter. Was it a fumble?
nope, he was down.
He was down.
He was down, bro.
Mo, keep it real.
I really don't know, bro.
Nah, listen. This what he
That
told.
shit happened
This what he told me on the field.
fast.
He said, "Cuz, hurry up and run the play." I
Well,
think that tell
Oh,
you.
that's
I
an
think that
indicator
tell
right
you.
there,
I
bro.
think that tell you everything you need to know. Said, "Cuz, hurry up and run the play." Say, "You good?" He said, "Cuz, run the play." I said, "All right."
Just in case. Get it there. I mean, we were looking at it replay wise, everything. We were looking at the whole thing over and over again. That was the closest you could have even gotten. I've told Will, I've told everybody else, regardless of how that call
I
would
wouldn't
have
want to be a
gone.
ref in that situation in this kind of game.
Oh
No,
hell no.
no.
I do
I,
not envy the refs whatsoever with
at
that.
all to make a kind of call like that in that situation and shit like that. And if I call correct, Will actually went up to White Hat and tried to get because White Hat said, "All right, blue ball, let's go." Will was on some Will Franklin shit, coming back to him like, "All right, hold up, no, hold up," because he done that a couple times this year. Like, bro, you're not even from the White Hat, bro. He made the call. Like, we over here trying to, all right, well, let's go, let's get this shit going. But it was a close call. But I wouldn't want to be the ref in that situation. I wouldn't
No.
want to be a ref in this league, period, because the shit that they hear in and out and refs
Well,
walking off
shit,
the
because of
field,
y'all, Will's telling me he's rotating damn near 60 fucking refs a year.
Yeah.
not because of us.
You know
They don't
Preston?
got they don't
Not
got thick skin.
just from y'all, but from the league in general.
Yeah. You know
Like,
Preston? You know Preston? He referees NFL and college ball, bro.
oh word.
That's
Oh
what he
yeah.
does. Yeah, but full time.
It shows, man. He's legit, bro. He's legit. The whole ref crew, you know. I think the other guys, Jackson, his last name, I forgot his name. It was a good. I think it was a good ref. Yeah, it was a good ref game. Javi, what's up, baby? I see you, bro. You in
What's up,
here?
How?
Yeah, young boy. Unmute yourself, man.
He got that baby face. I didn't know who that was at first.
Well, yeah, that's how, man.
My
Shit,
God,
ain't no reason for me to get on when you was doing your thing, my boy. Congrats, bro.
type shit. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
rookie to this
I was
league
gonna
right there.
ask defensively. I mean, we know what we saw offensively, but defensively, what did y'all need to do to be able to lock in, to be able to at least contain an offense to a lot of people, including myself, was a high-powered offense.
I mean, coming so just for me to speak on it, anybody else want to speak on it? But again, coming from watching last year and then coming to this year and kind of already foreshadowing that we was gonna be back against the same shit. And Kenny, Kenny and company made some pickups this year to kind of focus on kind of taking away the inside run game, trying to make the Insomniacs one dimensional on offense because we see what it is, bro. They drop 60 fucking 70 points a game, man, and trying to make them one dimensional. And film don't do the Insomniacs offense justice because you watch film, you're like, all right, man, we're gonna do this, this, and this, and then when you get on that fucking field and Scooter gets that fucking ball off in 1 to 2 steps, like I said, we didn't have a sack, bro. And we had a rotational defensive line. Like our second string could have been starters anywhere, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit there and hold you. Like, and I've been, like I said, I've been in this shit a long time. For me to take a back seat to watch these young dudes do that shit, man, it's a testament to the depth that we had. And Kenny wanted to emphasize that. So bringing in me, bringing in Isaac, bringing in Kevin White, bringing in Deontay Henderson, we wanted to take that run game away, man. And Scooter, I've been raving about it, bro, just because that 1 and 2 step drop and pop, bro, you can't. That shit is. I don't care what defense you put on there, you can't get to him. And when you got that wall in front of you, and then what we needed to do was just try to take away that first read because we knew It was that motion under screen. You know, Munchie would go under in that twin formation, go under. There's gonna be screen and go, or Davin Clark on a post in the middle, or the fade route, and that's what happened. And then once we made the adjustments in the second half and kind of, put some pieces together where we needed to, and running with the hot hand, the film spoke for itself. You saw what happened. It was a matter of just trying to take away that first read on him because. And shout out to Insomniacs. I know we talking shit. I know we on our high end and shit like that, bro. But fuck, watching Davin Clark get past Riddick, who's one of the best in the fucking league. Watching him get past Bagway, you're like, oh shit, yeah, this is this is real. And RTC coming in with the fucking boot on his leg. Oh, you playing? You not playing? You doing this and the third. But there was, visually there was really no run game. And then that counter where Scooter would fucking, lead block. We just wanted to shut down the run and make them one dimensional, and then the rest took care of itself. That's really, and then we know we give Sterry in our offense a stop or two because he was fucking pissed when we didn't score on that first drive, and then we gave up the touchdown, then we gave up the kick return. It was like, all right, man, let's just stay with it, keep us in the game. We knew once we got a stop or two in the second half, it was going to be blouses, and that's what happened, bro.
The game plan wasn't that hard for defense at all. Munchie's like the first down getter. That big a deep threat. That's it. It was simple. We knew about RTC, but RTC wasn't RTC we seen last season.
That run game was dead, bro. That run game was dead, man. And to stop a dude like RTC, he's a fucking tank, bro. To stop a dude like RTC and then just make them one dimensional and let our guys do their thing, man. That was it. So, and truth be told, when you watch the film, it's like the Insomniacs run the same thing. It's the same repetitive thing. Like we were surprised, like okay, they're sticking with their game plan. It's gonna keep going, and once we kind of figured out, okay, this is what's working. Why are we gonna change it? We wasn't gonna make no subs. We wasn't gonna do this, and when we needed to, we made the plays, and the result spoke for itself.
Man, we knew we was gonna win this shit, bro. We knew we was gonna win this shit.
That wasn't the question. He was just
gonna do
asking about
whatever we was
defense,
gonna do to win this shit, bro. That's what it was.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and again, that I knew, I knew what it was gonna come down to, especially after.
Them niggas showed us for a whole year last year, bro. Talk y'all shit. Stop being nice.
I told him at the beginning of the game, he was talking, whoever it was that he was talking to, and I was like, "You be careful. This is not going to be the game you think it's going to be. Don't let the first couple of drives fool you. This is going to be different." And lo and behold, it was definitely different. After the third quarter, I can't necessarily speak for everybody else who was watching. Maybe you guys can confirm for me because you were on the field, and it's much easier to be able to feel momentum, to be able to feel how a game is going when you're actually playing the game. So watching it, I can tell momentum-wise, after the third quarter, it was deflated. It wasn't the same Insomniacs team that we had seen all year long. It was complete deflated after that point because they couldn't necessarily get anything going, and y'all kept the motor running all game long. So now it's champs. It's enjoying. What was the night like after the championship? Everybody still kind of recovering, or how's everyone doing after that game?
I'm living like a champ. I got 2 rings, and both of my rings is undefeated seasons.
Oh, that'll do it,
man. I was at work the next day at 5 a.m.
Damn.
It was another day in the office.
Just like that. Just like that.
I mean, man, listen, I'm retiring and shit, but man, these motherfuckers already talking about getting right back to work and doing this shit again next year, man. It's like that's you know, these motherfuckers is hungry, bro. Like it's my third one. I've been in 7 of these shits, so it's you know, listening to these dudes talking about let's get back to it and shit. I'm like, damn, man, like did I retire too? But like, you know, these dudes, they we ready to get back in it. But everybody celebrated, everybody enjoyed it. The best part, man, was doing it in front of our families and our peoples, man, our wives, our kids, you know, our families and shit like that, man. Like that's the first time we actually had all our families really there. You know what I'm saying? So
We put
it
on the
was
jersey.
it was dope, man. It was dope. The kids
Right.
seeing all the. I didn't even know some of my teammates had some kids like that, and I'm like, oh shit, like this dude, he really, you know, they potent shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fuck. Like,
For real.
I'm dead ass. I'm like, oh shit, man, you got a kid? Like, man, I got 7 of them. Goddamn.
Who's got 7 of them?
Nah,
Hey man, these dudes
hell no.
is potent. These dudes is potent shooters, bro. That's what I'm supposed to.
That was the, that was the best part for me though. The best part for me was seeing my kids as happy as I was, bro. That was the best part for me.
Oh yeah.
Like it really
They
was.
Oh
hate
word.
they hate Trey.
Yeah, bro. Huh?
This
Seeing the families and shit, like for me, it was really extremely personal. So and then seeing my team rally around that and seeing some of the guys get emotional because you know I got a daughter in hospice care, man. You know what I'm saying? I lost a daughter last year. I got one in hospice now, and seeing the team, like there was moments, man, where I would just look up because it's my daughter's first game ever to make it to that game. So seeing some of my teammates get emotional and seeing them like, yo, this was for her, this is for this. Oh, man, you about to make me cry, man. You do this. Like that's when I realized, man, like this was for me personally, this was it to go out like that because I can't top this. But seeing all these other dudes in their in their element with their families, with their kids, that was dope, man. But um, you know, and I heard KK just tell a fucking Trey they hate you, bruh. I'm looking at the Vegas boards, bro. They self destructing. They
Yeah, I know.
they fucking, I don't know, man. Some of the shit in there is wild. I thought Jersey was bad because we give each other shit, but god damn, bro, it's
I
they self
patrol
destruct.
all year,
I
bro.
mean,
I gotta post them every day.
I looked at it this way. I know some of them, especially when you got other players in the
Yeah.
expect. You dog walked every team you played against. On top of that, y'all were talking the most shit on them. And you
Yeah.
guys finally lose one. You can't expect the division to be behind you when you've been ragging on them all year long. Hell,
No.
we talked to
I'm a
Kenny Stansbury. I asked him, I was like, hey, it almost felt like the weight of the East, was on you guys. How did it feel to kind of do it for the East? He said, fuck the rest of the division. We did it for
It,
ourselves.
uh-huh.
So
that's what it comes
no,
down to, man.
he said they haven't been a division long enough to really have like the cemented rivalries and that type of shit talk and everything. So and I saw the same. I'm like, bro, and everyone's like, oh, the only ones who can talk to us are the BIC. Well, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen at all. You're gonna have everybody on your ass now.
Like
Now
I said,
everybody who saw what happened on Sunday, guaranteed you're gonna hear. They're hearing any shit talk from anybody else in the Vegas. Oh, nobody in the Vegas division should be able to talk. No. That's not how this shit works.
Yeah.
You've been talking
I
all
heard
the shit in the world. You've been getting on all the lives. You've been getting on Jersey's lives. You've been in everybody's inbox, everybody's page, talking the most shit in the world. And now all of a sudden, because nobody's kissing your ass, we're gonna get mad? Like, no, nope, ain't gonna happen.
I hear a lot
Nope.
of guys leaving Insomniacs too. I hear a
Hey,
lot of guys are
if
leaving.
if you know
damn.
what, that's the type of shit that tells me they weren't there for the right reasons anyway.
They was there to get a ring.
They was there ring chasing.
Yeah.
Listen, I
And
ain't
as
gonna
soon
hold
as
you.
it came to an end, all of a sudden we're
If they split up, it's over.
I'm not saying
if they can
everybody,
keep
but
the core guys around and stuff like that, they may still be a top team. The core guys especially.
I
But
mean,
for
there's a whole bunch of people on their team that don't play. So
I,
if those people is leaving, cool. But I'm talking about them people that was playing on Sunday.
The core players, the core dudes.
yeah,
Yeah, if some
if
of
they
them
Yeah.
stay
leave,
around, then
it's over.
it's a different thing. But
Nah.
if you
the
got
crazy
dudes
part
who are
about it
leaving
is that
because their souls were fucking destroyed that bad,
yeah.
that
Well, when I said the self destructing thing, I'm talking about just on the boards because what I was reading and what we was reading is fucking that's some wild shit, bro.
I'm
Like,
not gonna
Nah,
get into it
nah,
because
nah,
that's
yeah, no,
nah.
I'm not gonna put it out there,
Keep it
but
oh
football.
yeah, no,
Keep it football.
I saw it too. Trust me, I saw
yeah,
it too.
I'm like, God damn, bro, I
Thing
gotta go
about the
chill in Vegas.
Insomniacs though, thing about the Insomniacs is their first. I mean, their second and third strings can go to other teams to start. You feel me? And they don't even play half the time. So it's like, what's the point of y'all being there just to ride the bench and ring chase? Go make the fucking league better. You feel me?
Man, listen, if they do that, bro, I'm telling you now, playing sick with it, and that fucking dude Stone King, bro, you give him some fucking playmakers, bro.
Yeah, he
Uh,
good.
that
They're gonna be
boy,
a good team.
that
He
boy
He
had
is good.
good.
he had his
Darren
best
Palmer
game
is
against y'all
good.
on that day.
Siobhan is good.
They got some players, man. Because I don't know much
That
about the
lineman,
Vegas team, so
Saya, he good. Like they
they
got some players, bro.
shout out to fucking I don't know how to say his name.
Oh,
Shao, the fucking big ass Samoan motherfucker. On sick with it,
Ferry,
bro.
Goose, yeah.
Ferry. I'm
God,
an inbox you, Ferry.
good, bro.
But he
But
a dog.
yeah, you surround Stone King with some players. Like if you got players, bro, that don't play, man, go somewhere else. Make another team better, bro. Like go help another team. Like it's cool. Like, and I'm not taking none away from Insonic because they came into this shit and won two back to back, man. I'm not taking none of that away from that. And we take it personal in Jersey when an outside team did. So when Pennsylvania did it and then Baltimore did it, we felt some type of way. And then now that's why the East, I think, was more backing everybody up. You're backing us up because it was like you don't want to see somebody now from the West fucking do that, come in, do this shit three times in a fucking row. But I mean, just stick with it, man. I've been in this shit long enough to know, man. Just stick with it. It's y'all can make the league better, especially the West. If y'all got like Insomniac had like 50 deep on the sideline. If y'all not playing and only this certain amount of players play, spread it out. Spread the competition out, bro. It'll make your league more fun, and then it'll attract more. You know what I'm saying?
And most
Uh,
of the ones talking shit and making excuses are the motherfuckers who didn't play. And I was against. I told motherfuckers
Yeah.
that too. If
yeah,
you're
Mac
not
that's
30,
playing, you
wild
need to
too.
shut the
Mac
fuck up.
30, sorry ass.
Yeah, yeah,
Shout out Mac
that's
30. It's sorry ass.
there go Trey. I knew it was coming. It was be a matter of
Yeah,
time
it's
now.
sorry ass. He talk hella shit to be on 3-on-1.
Nah, this ain't the platform for that.
Ah,
Not doing that. Not on here.
uh,
Don't get us in trouble now, Trey.
yeah, I
Nah,
know.
this not Facebook.
Trey on another fucking level with this, man.
Uh, and I get it again. I've seen the boards too. I've seen
Yo,
both
sneak
Vegas
Trey.
and Jersey. I know exactly what's
But
being
yo,
said.
but that's what the boards for, man. Like that. The boards is another level. Like that's another world right there. Like,
That's craziness.
but
They
them
got some wild
boards,
shit.
them boards that get you caught up.
Yeah.
Boards that get you caught up.
Like you mentioned it, JP, when you said, "Yo, dude's coming on the Jersey lives." Like, man, like we saw it. Like Munchie looked Trey in his face, and he was dead. He said it would been, you know, he was very vindictive with it. He said, "Don't make promises you can't keep," and
Yeah.
he repeated it to him like 5, 6 times. And we looking like, bro, like you know, it's really like we as a team is like that. Like you look Trey in his face, and he said it with vindication. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? And then I misunderstood him because I don't really know him like that. So I'm like, yo, this dude really coming crazy. And then I guess that's just how he carries himself and shit like that. And I get it, but that shit'll come back to get you, bro.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
while
why
when
I
you
be chilling. I be trying to be humble because the football guys,
Mm,
they gonna get you, bro.
my old ass. I ain't saying
look,
shit no more, bro.
what have they been saying? God don't like ugly.
Word, like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then KK
that's
said it
Bino.
earlier, like Croswell too, bro. He came in wild, bro. I was like, yo, this like
but yo, he had to be like that. No, like no funny shit. For him to come from the gold and to see what I seen on film from the goal, I know it was bad for him last year. Not bad for him as far as he was getting dogged, but just him being such a good player and being on a
Frustrating.
team like that,
Frustrating. Yeah.
and then getting on to the Insomniacs and feeling like I need to prove that I'm one of them too. Like I'm not just this bandwagoner who was on one of the worst teams. Now I'm on the best team just to get a ring. Like, and he was actually producing,
No,
but
he valid. He valid.
he
He's just
ran into he wasn't something that he really didn't understand. People was trying to tell him on the live, but he ain't get it. He know now though.
Sometimes you need it to actually understand the lesson.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like now we play them again. They're gonna come with uh, not a completely different set of DBs, but they're gonna come with a different scheme of how they're gonna play our receivers. But it's all good because I'm gonna come with a whole different game plan of how we're gonna attack them.
I don't think that's gonna matter, bro. If you do what the fuck you doing, I don't. That shit's wild, bro. I
I
Because
think
lined
we
up
it's
only
against.
we
adjustments.
only ran the plays we ran because they they ran the defense that they ran. They matched certain routes. They tried to switch on certain routes, and we knew that. That's the only reason why we was running the shit that we was running. But
On offense, it definitely kind of seemed like, especially that was one question that I had. It looked like Insomniac's defense doesn't seem like it's adjusting to the
mm-mm.
crossing routes, to the over the middle, to none of that. They're
We
still
were
mind
doing
you,
the same
surprised.
thing, and they're still getting burned.
and they pride themselves
I don't
on
think they
making
could.
adjustments, and that was my whole thing. Is like that's why I was trying to stay locked in because I was prepared for a couple different adjustments, and I was waiting to see it so that I could get to my next shit. And it's like it just didn't
Nothing was
happen.
there. Yeah, it didn't
Like it
happen.
just never happened. Like they kept switching people, but the scheme itself never changed. So my
Mm.
scheme itself never changed.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it's
Exactly.
broke and you don't fix it, don't
That
be
was our problem
surprised when it
last
gets
year.
bumped.
You know what I mean? We went away last year, and like I say, we really killed ourselves with them holding calls. And as you've seen, the two drives that we stalled on last Sunday, they were called penalties. Mind you, we had already got the first down when we got those penalties. You know what I mean? So we did what we wanted to do offensively. We could have did a little bit better. And that to me that says a lot as far as next year and what we got going.
I mean, if you get 0 interceptions in the season again next year, then I mean, there's nothing that really needs to be
Yeah.
fucking said.
Too, but like
That's crazy.
I would have been okay with throwing 100 if we still won. Like it I needed to take care of the ball so that we could win in the important games. I mean, think about it. We had a lot of close games. If I was throwing 100 picks, those games would have went a different way. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's hard when you put your defense in a bad spot like that.
Yep.
So,
No, our defense, we got carried by the offense. I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat shit, man. Our defense this year got carried by the fucking offense. And Sterry said it, man. I think 2 days ago he was saying the biggest problem in this league is DBs. There isn't a DB right now in this league right now that really actually just wants to come into this league and play DB. There's a few guys off the top of my
mm-mm.
head that I know actually come in and take pride and play DB. I was talking to Kenny earlier today. There's a few dudes that I know, but that's the problem in this league. And our offense carried our defense. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat that shit. And anybody on our defense will tell you, we just knew if we could get one or two stops for him when the time counted, we knew it was blouses for everybody, man.
It was a wrap from there.
That that's how our defensive approach was because it was a crazy year, man. And the adversity helped us because you said before, JP, you saw some of the dudes, or you saw Insomniacs fold. I don't think all of them folded because there was dudes that's rocking to the end of it, but we've been there and done that in the close games. We've been there in a
Yep.
1 point game with teams that people picked us to blow motherfuckers out, and it was humbling. So
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
when you in there and you're like, oh shit, like we're not really as bad as we fucking think we are, you know, when it comes down to it. Because last year I was watching the chip and the defense kept BIC in the game last year. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And now vice versa. We still made these pickups to do this, this, and this. It's all good to talk about it, but when you got to go out and produce, and you don't. But when it mattered, people stepped up and did what they needed to do.
100%. 100%. Yeah, that was one thing that we talked about this year as well. Is defensively, can those stops? Because again, we know, and we talked about it for both teams. Can the defenses step up enough to make those 1 or 2 stops that are going to make the difference? Because these offenses are high powered enough to be able to get it done. And this game, defenses stepped up, and y'all pulled out the chip. It's simple football. It really is. It's not a whole hell of a lot to look into it. Momentum is a big thing. Defense, when it counts, is a big thing. With the offenses running and doing what it's supposed to be doing, like a well-oiled machine, like it has been all year, there's not really much to worry about in that sense. So when you got the defense being able to, step up and do what they need to do at the right period of time, that's all you can really ask for.
Oh,
Yeah.
But fellas, yeah, great to be able to have you guys on. I hope during the year, maybe it's talking NFL or anything else up until next year, maybe we can have you guys on again to be able to talk some other ball or whatever it may be. But I appreciate the chance for being able to join the show and coming on and talking their shit. And I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye out on the boards, because this is going to be something hilarious. But I do need to say this before, because I said I was going to do it. I told you motherfuckers to knock it off with the excuses. I told every one of y'all to knock it off with the excuses. I told the BIC and the Insomniacs knock it off with the fucking excuses. I didn't want to hear shit. I didn't want to hear a goddamn thing when the game was over. Shake hands like a fucking man, accept the reality of what happened, and move on. And the first thing, 75-yard field. You both had to play on a 75-yard field. Well, this PI wasn't called. Well, the block in the back wasn't called for them. There was a whole bunch of shit that went down that there didn't need to be excuses. And a lot of you motherfuckers who were making the excuses didn't even play. That's the worst part about the whole goddamn thing. Keep your goddamn mouth shut. If you didn't see the field, shut the fuck up. I'm done with it. For all levels. This goes out A7, this goes out NFL, this goes for everybody. If you didn't even see the field, you can respectfully shut the fuck up. I'm done with the shit. I'm done hearing it. I'm done hearing all the excuses of, and this is one of the things that I keep hearing too. We give our flowers to the BIC, but if this happened, and this happened, it would be. Shut the fuck up. It didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way. The champs are holding up the trophy right now. That's how it went down. That's how it's done. It's over with. We could have played on a neutral field. Okay, what neutral field? Well, we got Bishop Gorman out here in Vegas. That's not a fucking neutral field. That's out in Vegas.
We would have came out.
I know y'all would have came out.
We would have came out.
But that was the whole argument too. It's like, well, if we would have gone to no. They traveled to y'all and won. Proved it. Toughed it out. Not even having a full fucking roster on the goddamn field. I was looking at Sterry, got just almost on all fours and trying to get his breath. Like
I flew in the same day. I flew in the same day as the game. A couple of us flew in the same day as the game. We flew in, got in, played, and flew out the same night or the next morning.
It's like that type of shit. It's like there was not enough water in the world. I had this big motherfucker with me that I filled up 10 times. I didn't take a piss the entire time I was there. It was so goddamn hot. All right. So like I don't want to hear shit. They came to y'all, they won. You came to them, fully staffed, they still fucking won. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear it from none, especially the ones who didn't play. Shut up. Shut up. You sound stupid. And then a lot of the shit that I'm seeing here, it's fucking child shit. It is absolute child shit. Take your loss like a fucking man. Come back next year and try to get your lick back if you can.
Psych.
But until then, the champs are the champs. You get to hear about it, that the champs are the champs, defending champs all year long, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And you're gonna deal with your entire division being on your ass about it too. Talking about, oh, we still have haters. You goddamn right you have fucking haters. People get tired of watching the same team beating their fucking ass 60-0 by halftime every goddamn year, every goddamn game. It gets annoying after a while. So when they get a chance to see you get your asses handed to you, damn right they're going to celebrate it. And then they're going to use that as motivation to get better because, hey, we just found a weakness. We can
Hey, these
now
dudes
know
in the
what we can
lab,
do to
bro.
get. Now we got to recruit. Now we got to get guys
I'm about to
better.
say.
And now with people, if it's imploding to where the fact that motherfuckers are going to leave the Insomniacs after one fucking loss, you were bitch made and probably shouldn't have been on the team anyway with your
Oh
ring chasing
shit.
ass.
Damn, bro.
I've been saying this
I
shit for
told you,
years. This
Fairy
ain't
Man.
nothing new. They call me the bad guy for a reason. They hate me because I speak the truth.
I fuck with it. I listen. I fuck with it. And
As I'm
just to
saying,
let
if you're
y'all
gonna
know,
get
Trey
mad, if you're gonna do all that shit, hey, this wasn't the team for you to begin with. Go
Trey gonna
find
be on
another
your
team that's
ass,
better.
man. Trey gonna be
I'm gonna
on
be on
your
your
ass.
ass every day
Hey,
for the next year, bro.
Yeah,
It's
y'all
over.
just gotta be ready, bro. He's got them shits put away and ready to post.
Man, don't be too happy. We still
9,
got to get there next season.
right?
If everything's set up the way it was this year, they're gonna be back. No guarantee. I mean, no question. We got to get there still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they
the
said they
Big
coming
East is
back.
still a tough division.
They
Yeah,
said they
So
coming
exactly.
back.
But I'm
and
saying
the
that if
East is
it's the
only gonna
same
get better
setup,
next year too.
Right.
yeah, like if it's the same setup, they walk to the chip next year, and we have to fight to get there. It ain't no guarantee we're gonna get there. So all
You
that
know
Right.
what it
trolling and
is,
shit,
man.
that trolling
Y'all,
gonna be nice, but if we don't get there, they gonna be trolling your ass right back. Just remember that.
Mm-hmm.
not
I know.
me. I'm done, baby. I'm out
You
on
better believe
top,
that.
bro. I'm out on top. I'm leaving at the right time. Y'all can have this shit. And after
but
seeing the Vegas boys, I want no fucking parts because them motherfuckers is wild.
but it's
Yeah.
like y'all can go ahead and have your civil war out there in Vegas. Maybe that'll make all the other teams better and the competition will be better. Maybe.
I heard
What if?
BIC gonna be loaded next year.
That's what I heard too.
Damn,
Yeah.
I heard it's gonna be even way scarier than this year. So all that,
I wanted to say something, but I don't know how far it will go if I say it.
Say it, man. You don't fucking
Hey,
just told these motherfuckers to shut the
you the
fuck
bad
up.
guy.
You told them so.
I mean, say from the looks of it, shit, there's one receiver that's no longer on the Animals effective immediately today.
Oh
That might
man,
be.
Oh shit.
yo, the boys, yeah, the boys. On that note, your boy
Yeah,
gotta go
Yep.
to work tomorrow. You
yeah.
feel me?
yes
Uh-huh.
sir.
Appreciate y'all,
Me too,
ladies and
yo.
gentlemen. The
Appreciate you.
2025 A7FL National Champions, the Trenton BIC, Sterry, Big Mo, Javi, Trey, fuck it, Kason, Deshante, everybody who be able to give us their presence, Dave Valley, the rest of the team. Much love to everybody. Y'all stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the time. Big Mo, beautiful moment, sir. I loved what I
I,
saw. I
I
loved what I
appreciate
saw.
you, man. Hey, one last thing, man. Just for K Wack, man. I think I'm undefeated. I'm out, bro.
Appreciate you.
Hell
All
yeah.
right,
Y'all have a
man.
good one. Y'all have a good one. So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously the BIC, and I said what I had to say. I don't need to go any further into it. They knew what I had said in the boards and stuff like that, and yet the excuses were still here. Now, if you weren't one of the ones who made the excuses, then this ain't for you. You can go ahead and see yourself right out and enjoy the rest of your day. But for the rest of y'all who were making excuses, respectfully, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You can sit there and bitch and complain and bitch and moan all you fucking want to. It does not matter. The end result is still the same. The BIC are the 2025 national champions. So you can get mad at it all you want to, but the end result is still the same. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. on this Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. It's going to be a hot one. I know it's hot on the East Coast and the West Coast this week, so stay hydrated, stay cool. Appreciate Will Franklin here in the comments and everybody else who's been commenting with us. We'll see you guys here on the All-Pro JAFFOs again on Friday. For myself, JP, for the Matt Ryan, for DJ Mad Sticks, EJ Wizzle, for everybody else here at the JAFFO family. We appreciate y'all. See you guys again next time. Deuces.